Welcome to the Let's Talk Basic podcast, where girls talk about everything basic.
Join us as we sit down with a glass of wine and see where the conversation goes.
Kick back,
relax,
and get ready for the ultimate girls' night in.
I'm your host, Joanne.
And I'm Vanessa.
Hey guys, welcome back to this week's Let's Talk Basic podcast. I can't believe we are in May now. Like, how did that come up so quickly?
I feel like we skipped 2 months because we've been indoors, but May, that's like, you're really into spring and summer is really coming up. Makes me a little bit upset that we're still indoors, but there's still hope for summer because here in Toronto, it's still a little bit chilly, but apparently this weekend is supposed to be really warm. So I feel like once the warmer weather hits, it's going to be really, really hard to stay in and not go out and have drinks on the patio. But here we are. I think for me, it's week 7 of work from home.
Yeah, it's been like such a long while. But yeah, good for us for making it this far. Seriously, like I'm sure I've drank so many glasses of wine. I'm transitioning into my summer beers now, so that's pretty exciting. And I think starting to think about what to wear in this warmer weather. Like, I'm not wearing sweatpants. Like, I'm still wearing sweatpants at home, I mean. Yeah, like it feels weird to transition into shorts.
Yeah, especially for me too, because I've been obviously letting you guys know that I've been staying with my boyfriend throughout this entire quarantine. So the clothes that I have here now it's all basically winter clothes.
Yeah, because it was so cold. It was like snowing.
Exactly. So it's so funny to look at my wardrobe here. So I have a little section that he has allowed me to put my clothes in. And everything in there is black. There's like 2 turtlenecks. And the coat selection that I have is a Novus.
Oh, wow.
A Novus, yeah. So like a down jacket. And that's pretty much it. I did go back to grab like a jean jacket when I went back to my condo just to grab a couple of things. But I feel like this week, if I do end up back in my condo, I will have to get some more clothes. But I've been wearing like I don't know about you, but I've been basically wearing the same things this week. It's like this black waffle sweater and leggings, and I'm actually feeling like I'm forgetting what kind of clothes I have or what my style is.
Yeah. I know. I mean, I think I mentioned last week I've been wearing like the same maxi dress for like, I don't know, the longest time, and I finally decided that this week was the week I'll throw it in my laundry hamper. So that means I'm not gonna wash it for like 3 months because that hamper is not getting filled rapidly at all.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I decided to switch into like my tie pants, so they're like big flowy culottes, I guess, and like a tank top and a big bulky sweater, and that's what I've been wearing all week. But when I look at myself, I'm like a hobo because everything is baggy.
Yeah. I have a really funny story. So it's actually like a heartwarming story, really cute one, but it kind of has to do with how I plan my showers and when to put on proper clothes. So the company that I work at, it was so sweet. The senior leadership team actually did little care baskets for every one of the staff. So we're over 100 staff, and there's probably about 7 people on the management team. And what they did was divide, the 7 management, actually the 7 people on management took the postal codes of all of the staff and actually divide and conquer and delivered us all care packages yesterday. So we were given a notice probably like the day before saying that our SLT team will be coming around and dropping off care packages. So that really boosted morale yesterday.
That's so nice.
Yeah. So all day, my colleagues and I were messaging each other and be like, oh, what do you think it is? Right? I'm like, oh, it's probably some like branded stress balls and like a water bottle.
I would love a branded stress ball right now.
So yeah, we were just like coming up with different things that they could put in there, but they absolutely outdid themselves. So what they did in this care package were all products that were Toronto company based. So small businesses like there was like Toronto popcorn, Toronto like cookies from a Toronto bakery. They gave us a vegan cookbook along with a notebook. They did a really, really cute card with every SLT member's face on it. And added in coffee grinds and a bottle of wine. So
that's a good gift.
I know. So they absolutely outdid themselves. And we felt so awesome. But every single person was like, oh, like now I have to wash my hair.
Yeah.
I have to kind of not like change out of my pajamas and wear something at least maybe like athletic clothes or loungewear instead of just PJs. So it was really, really funny to hear that was what came to mind for every one of my colleagues was to make sure that we are not we don't look like a complete mess when our management team comes to drop by. So that was definitely the highlight of my week. And probably for everyone at the foundation as well. It was just something that was so nice, especially during this time. And I'm going to work harder now.
Wow, it really worked, eh? Those are like such great perks. Like I remember at my last company, they would always have like popcorn day for like staff appreciation, or in the summer they would have ice cream. It was like Ed's Real Scoop, so they would have like 5 flavors come in, and like the partners would like scoop it out for you and stuff. But those were the things that made it so hard to leave the company.
Yeah, the perks are
like the little things.
Yeah. I think what made this interaction like so special was the fact that they could have couriered it or something like that, but they actually hand delivered every single package, and that to me was pretty amazing.
That is awesome.
Yeah. So speaking of celebrating virtually, you did mention that May was coming up, which means Mother's Day is actually coming up. So Mother's Day this year is going to be May the 10th.
Which is next week. So if you guys did not realize that, we have definitely just given you a lot of heads up for you to figure out what you're going to do. Yeah. And luckily, I think we're going to talk about some ideas about how to spend Mother's Day. So in case you haven't thought about it and you don't know what to do, I think this is the episode for you.
Exactly. Mother's Day, and just like any kind of celebration that would have happened in March or April, it's going to look a lot different this year because we aren't able to, have gatherings and have our regular dinners and, celebrate with our mom, like going to the spa or doing our nails and stuff like that. That's what I typically do with my mom. We either do, go to a nail salon, do our nails, or just have dinner with her. It doesn't have to be a grand gesture by any means, but something little, especially during this time, definitely will go a long way. And I actually had the opportunity, it wasn't Mother's Day last week, but my boyfriend's mom's birthday was actually last week. So we did kind of like a little virtual celebration. And what we did was we ordered a cake online, and we got her some tulips, dropped it off on the doorstep, and just kind of like, we didn't sing happy birthday because she was like, oh, please do not do that. He really did not want us to sing happy birthday, but I think that really made her day. Just showing that we're still thinking about her, and even though that we can't be together celebrating, going out of the way to make her feel special was definitely a good gesture on us. And so one tip, especially for those of you have moms that love cakes and pastries and all of that, Saint Germain Bakery at Markville Mall is one of the bakeries that every single time Markville Mall was open, there would always be a line. No matter when you go, whether it's in the morning or afternoon, there's always a line. And it's because all of their pineapple buns and all their different buns and pastries, and they have a great mango cake, which is like freshly sliced mango, and it's every Asian mom likes mangoes, and so it's like a sure win. And so we did order that yesterday, and a tip on that is that they actually are still open, even though they're located inside Markville Mall. I went to pick up a cake last week, and there was only one entrance in Markville Mall that would let you go in. And it was actually, I was very impressed by, number one, the security and just the way that everything was handled and managed at Fairview Mall, at Markville Mall, sorry. There was a guy that was in front of the entrance near Best Buy, and he had like a glass panel talking to you and saying like, hey, like, why are you coming into the mall? And I would have to show him my cake order from Saint Germain, and for me to be actually coming it, like for me to be entering the mall, and then I would have to go back to the same entrance to exit. So overall, the experience was really, I felt really safe, and there was absolutely no one in there. I think it was just me, himself, and the people who worked at Saint Germain. But I just think that no one really knows that that bakery is still open, even though, because it's located inside Markville Mall.
Mm-hmm. That's good to know. I've never even heard of it, so that's really interesting. It sounds really yummy.
Yeah. Joanne, like, how do you usually celebrate Mother's Day in your family, or what do you guys usually do with your grandmas and stuff like that?
Yeah, we usually just go out for dinner, and like my mom's pretty like lax about like holidays like this, so it's maybe like a dinner. It doesn't even have to be on Mother's Day exactly. It could be the day before, it could be a week before. Like, she doesn't really care. So it's never really been a big thing, but it's more about just making sure that she feels special and she feels loved. So sending a message, giving her a call, taking her out for dinner. We try to get her flowers occasionally, but she feels like it's a waste. So
that's a lot of Asian parents now.
Yeah.
Tyler's mom would love flowers.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, with Tyler's mom, we'll usually go up like on Mother's Day because all the kids will kind of get together, and then Tyler's stepdad will make like a dinner for everybody, and like it's just kind of nice, like the homey kind of dinners. So that's usually like, it's always usually low key. Like, we don't do big things. Like, we had never done like going to the spa and getting like our massage or anything like that. Like, it's always been very chill. Definitely this year will be a lot more chill, I think.
Yeah. So we have a couple ideas. Some of my favorite ones are, if you guys your mothers are into baking with each other, a virtual bake session would be awesome. So you guys would pick a recipe, make sure that both of you have the same ingredients, whether it's a cake, banana bread, which is, everyone's baking banana bread right now, or cookies or anything like that, making sure that, or even sending all of the ingredients to your mom prior to the bake. making sure that she has all the ingredients, and then setting up your laptop or your iPad, and you guys can bake together.
That would never work with my mom because she can barely cook for herself. Yeah.
Oh, that sounds like a wonderful idea. It's actually never going to work for my mom because she's like, why would you do that?
Yeah, it would never, like, I don't even think she owns a measuring cup to let alone like flour, like baking soda.
She'll be like, I'll just get some at TNT.
Yeah.
And then she'll be like, this is too sweet for me.
Yeah.
And then just kill the entire vibe.
She'd be like, you're making me work for my food? Like,
yeah.
Actually, we went out for a Korean barbecue once. I think it might have been for like an anniversary dinner or something. We took them out to a really nice Korean barbecue. And the entire time they were just hemming and hawing, and they're like, ugh. I'm like, why are you guys being like this? And they're like, we like to be served. Like, we don't want to cook our own food.
High standard.
Yeah. So I can't even imagine what they would say if I said, let's set up a baking date.
They would be really confused.
Yeah.
Okay, so on to the second idea. So the first one was not for us. Okay. Second one is to throw a long distance cocktail hour. I feel like this is more for you and I.
Yeah. This is what you do with your friends.
Yeah. I mean, some moms might love and appreciate a cocktail hour.
The cool moms.
Yeah. Unfortunately, my mom is not this cool. She would probably not appreciate drinking, or I don't even know if she drinks. Every time we have like one beer during hot pot, she gets all red. So this one is definitely not for her. Maybe it's for your mom.
Yeah, that's a good idea for cool moms. Not like my mom. My mom yells at me when I was gonna say, my mom yells at me when I take a sip of beer. Like, she's like, you're not gonna finish that whole thing, will you?
Yes. No, Mom.
No, it's only like a Coors Light.
Okay, next one is kind of cute. I think there's some potential to this one. This one is send a self-care basket. This one's cute. So in this photo, there's like flowers, there's some candles, some nice soap. So after looking at this package, this is also not for my mom.
Yeah.
But I feel like Tyler's mom might like something like this. Like nice soaps, candles, a cute little house plant. I see some knitting yarn, so your mom likes knitting. That's also really cool. Oh my god, these ideas are sounding more and more not.
We need great. Like a list for Asian moms.
Yeah, so this is so.
My mom's like, this isn't Dove.
Oh no.
I only use Dove.
Why is it so expensive?
Yeah. What is this smell?
What is this bath bomb? I don't use.
Yeah. I use my bathtub to hang clothes.
Oh, can I please tell you this? Okay. So my mom does have a jacuzzi tub inside her master bedroom. And I kid you not, there are 2 laundry baskets inside this jacuzzi, and all they do is throw clothes inside.
Yeah.
Sleep for dirty clothes.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing. Like, I didn't know that people use it. I just thought it was my mom.
No. So the same. My parents have like an extra jacuzzi tub in their bathroom, and they never used it. That's where they put, like, you know how there's like a ledge around the bathtub? they just use that as like a place to store clothes.
Oh my gosh,
So it's
mine
like,
too.
like you can't even use the bathtub without clearing out all the clothes first.
Yeah.
It's so ridiculous.
I'm glad that it's not just my parents then.
Yeah. I think that's also why, like, I never understood baths. Like, for me,
Yeah.
I've only really ever taken showers until, like, like in my last condo, I had a jacuzzi tub there too. And I was like, let me try this out. And that was like, it was great. I get it. But I'm still definitely more a shower person.
Mm-hmm.
And right now in our house, we have like the bathtub shower situation.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to like rip that all out and like make it like a nice shower, right? But Tyler's like, no, like people love their baths, and I don't understand that.
Have you ever taken a bath?
No. We don't even have the thing to like block the water from stopping. Like, like we can't even take a bath if we wanted to.
Okay, so that was also not for our moms.
Yeah.
But maybe it's for you. Okay. The next one is definitely not for our moms. I can speak for you, Joanne.
Okay.
It's called sharing memories. So, this one, it's telling us to make a memory jar, which is... Oh my god, we're so terrible. There are people like this, okay? Anyway, so each of you will make a memory jar, then FaceTime each other, and write the memories on slips of paper and fill your jars. And after all of the ballots have been written, you will recite it in your family dinner. Okay, so I will share this link with you. I'm not making this up. This is from Oprah's magazine. I really thought it was going to be a great article. But clearly these are for sentimental moms and cool moms, and it's not for Asian moms.
Yeah, honestly, all of those ideas would work really well with Ty's mom.
Okay, so after this, we'll make like an Asian version of, so that you guys, some of you, could actually apply.
I really like. What would you do for your mom? Like, if it was just us, like realistically, what would we do for our moms?
I think just dinner and a cake. My mom loves desserts, and she's very specific about it not being too sweet.
Yeah.
And I think dim sum is also great. She loves shopping. Like, she doesn't, there's nothing specific that you need to buy for her, but she just loves shopping. So you can go to a mall with her, shop, and, you know, walk around. And I think my gift to her on Mother's Day would just, I wouldn't try on any clothes on that day. For me. She always complains about every time, like, she tags along with my sister and I to go shopping, that we're always the one trying on clothes and looking at things, and she never really gets to look at her stores and stuff that she really likes. So I think my gift to her would just don't try things on that day. Let her do her thing. So that's as Mother's Day as her and I would get. And she does love doing her nails. I will give her that. But it's not the really nice spa that you're thinking about. She's the one with, you know, a coupon that she really bought like 10 of them, and then, you know, the lady like crosses one out, and then at the end you get a bonus manicure. She's one of them. So it's hard to even treat her to that. So yeah, she likes all those things, but in her own way.
Yeah. I think like the biggest gift that my mom would want right now is probably just like a visit. Like we'll sit outside on the driveway, and I don't know, like in proper social distancing. But I think that would probably be like the thing that they would want the most. Like, yeah, I don't know. Like my mom's a huge tomboy, so she doesn't really like girly things. Like she doesn't care about, I don't know, nails or smelly things like candles. So she's always been really hard to shop for because we're so different that way.
Yeah.
She's not a basic girl.
Totally not.
Yeah.
I remember my favorite memory of Joanne's mom was probably that one time that we went to try on wedding dresses. So this was so good. I need to tell you everyone about your mom. So Joanne and I went to, she was like, hey, I'm going to try on dresses. Do you want to come along? I'm like, yeah, sure. Why not? So we got off the subway. We go to this dressing, like a fitting appointment, I guess is what you call it. And so the lady was being really, really nice and trying to make it a very special experience for you, and kind of took you around the room and asked you what you liked. And so she pulled a couple of dresses out. And at this time, we've been there for half an hour. And your mom was supposed to meet us there. So the lady was like, hey, it's totally fine. No rush. Do you want to wait for your mom to come? And Joanne's kind of like, no, she'll come when she comes. So I think it was around probably 40 minutes late.
Oh, gosh.
And at this point, I felt really bad because I'm like, oh, I really want to make this special for you. But anyway, so she came and then she sat down and she was on her phone. And then she would, you would walk out and I'd be like, oh my God, Joanne, you look so good. You're so pretty. And your mom would be on her phone.
Yeah.
She wouldn't look up once. And I'm like, and then the sales lady and my son got really awkward. And they were like, oh my God, there's so much tension. But no, it's just your mom, and that was just your mom. She's super chill. And then I'd be like, hey, Auntie, did you like that dress? And then she's like, oh, I didn't see it.
Yeah. I think the best was I was trying on between two dresses and she was like, I don't know, they look the same to me.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah.
Oh, is this supposed to look like that?
I don't know.
This is not the experience. I was hoping, this is not what you watch on TV.
Yeah.
Start to cry. They start getting teary-eyed. There was none of that.
I mean, to be fair, I had also bought my dress already, and I was just not sure about that dress, so I wanted to try more. So she was probably also
yeah,
I don't care. You already have a dress.
Exactly. And then the best moment, I don't know if you remember this, but so afterwards, so I think it was just you and I, and it was the store was actually pretty close to your house. It was kind of either walkable distance or
yeah.
that way.
It was Becker's Bridal.
But you were like, oh, don't worry, my mom will drive us home. I was like, okay, cool. And then you asked your mom, you're like, hey, Mom, can we jump in your car? She's like, no. Flat out said no because there were too many things in her car that didn't meet us back at the house. I was like, wow, I've never felt so rejected.
I mean, my mom is a lovely person. But she's just she's really funny that way, where it's just
so funny,
really dry. Really.
That's what I'm saying. Giving people context as to why the memory jar would never work for her.
Yeah. It's so good.
So I'm going to continue moving on to this list. This one is really funny because definitely will not work for any Asian mom. It donate to her favorite charity. Research suggests that giving makes us happy humans. Put a smile on Mom's face and yours by donating to a charity that she cares about in her name. I'm just going to skip it. I'm not going to explain why that won't work.
Yeah.
And then this one's actually really cute. It's a sent a party in a box. So since it's not ideal to throw big gatherings these days, why not send her a Mother's Day party box? And you can put like pretty banners, succulents, a card, straws for sipping, and celebrate with her over Skype. So, I mean, I wouldn't put succulents or straws in mine, but it could be like a cake and a card, and send that over to her and maybe have a piece of cake with her.
I actually think that one could work with my mom. Like, she likes to decorate. So I feel like if we said we're going to have like a, I don't know, balloon themed Skype call, she would be like, and like I sent her like balloons and a hat and streamers or something. She would put it together. Like, she would find it pretty fun. So that one could work, I think.
Okay, there we go. We're getting somewhere.
Yeah.
So we'll mark that. Send a party in a box.
Yeah.
This one is watch a movie together. So Netflix
no.
party was recently released, and the timing apparently couldn't be any better. So this means you can watch a movie with your mom in real time, and even chat about your favorite scenes.
No.
I don't know about you. I don't even like watching television or movies with my mom, like, prior to this pandemic, because all she does is ask questions. She talks so much during the movies, and it drives my sister and I nuts. She's like, oh, what's happening? What do you think is going to happen? I'm like, I don't know. I'm watching it with you. I don't know. But she's the type that definitely will ruin movies. And on top of that, if she missed something, she'll make you pause it and rewind it. So,
yeah. Yeah, that would never work for me either, because number one, my mom falls asleep over like anything. We were at a Celine Dion concert in Vegas, and she was asleep through the whole thing.
Stop.
Yeah. So, yeah. Also, the creative director of the Celine Dion concert was like the guy that did one of those Cirque du Soleil shows. So there was a lot of the acrobatics going on too. So it's like, if you don't like Celine Dion, there's like other things going on that's really interesting. But no, that was not for her.
No.
And then the other thing is, like, the only shows that she really likes to watch are like those old Chinese shows.
Yeah.
Like, Chinese opera is her jam.
Really?
Yeah. So if you don't know what Chinese opera is, just take like a Google search and you'll understand why I would not be able to, number one, watch that on Netflix party. And number two, just be able to watch it, period, for long periods of time.
I think the only thing that my mom and I would probably sit together and watch is probably like a TVB show. That would probably be the extent of our watch a movie together party.
Yeah.
Okay, the next one we have is a virtual picnic. So you might not be able to host an actual picnic right now, but you can set up your iPad and virtually get together. Each of you can create a beautiful backyard spread as you nibble on baked goods, drink mimosas, and talk about your ingredients in the heat. Yeah, so my mom would never do this, because if we were to have a picnic, she'd be like, oh, like, why are we sitting on the grass when we could be at a table?
Yeah. And being outdoors in general is like, there's bugs and dirt. Like, why would we do that?
Yeah, so that's also not good. This one I really like. Okay, so this one's out of every suggestion so far. I really like this one. This one is decorate your door. So if your mom lives nearby, so if it's like obviously like Toronto, Markham, if you can drive there within 20 to 30 minutes, get up early on Mother's Day and decorate her front door with like an adorable wreath, so that before she steps out for the day, or, you know, goes out to her front yard to look at things, maybe take a breath of fresh air. She'll see the beautiful wreath, and I think that's such a cute and nice gesture because moms love like decorations, I think. And putting one on her door, not only is it, really cute and lovely, but it's also like show off to her neighbors, which moms also really like.
If you do it well.
Exactly. So this idea I might actually steal because I think it's adorable.
That's super cute. I can't really imagine my mom liking that because that would mean that she would have to take it off. And she would probably just take it off immediately. Now that I think about it, she'd be like, "Oh, that's so cute. Okay. Anyways, this is."
Why would she take it off?
Well, I think she would just feel like it's messing up her decor already. Because like I can't, like, my mom doesn't have like a hanger or anything on the door, right? Like, so I would have to tape it on, and she wouldn't like that. She'd be like, "Yeah, can't see that working out."
So last but not least, the last suggestion on here is send a plant for her garden. So I also really like this one. So I'm sure, especially when spring is coming up and maybe the garden and front yard or backyard is a bit unkept. So spending some time doing some gardening with her, or, while she's sitting on the patio and you're doing the gardening, a couple tulips or whatnot, or just giving her a couple plants that she can do it if that's something that she really enjoys, to get her garden ready for spring, is also, I think it's a great idea. Plants, kind of relieve some stress. It's also kind of great, like, gardening work in general, I think is great for parents. It, makes the outdoor space look nicer, but it's also something for them to do as well. So this is also a really good one. My dad actually got soil a couple weeks ago, so I did see that. So I feel like they're planning something for the garden. So that is the entire list here from Oprah's magazine. As you can see, some of them may work for you and others not. But hopefully you get inspired by some of them here. But Joanne, let's talk about, so we talked about how these ideas can work and not work, but I can think of one idea that I think is really cute that was not on there, is doing like a virtual dumpling making session.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of Chinese moms, dumplings is kind of like the equivalent of baking together, right? So if you guys like doing that together, I think it's kind of cool if you guys can do it virtually. So I know that, things are a bit different this year, but, there's still something to be said about celebrating your mothers, and it doesn't have to be in person, but I think every little thing counts, and they'll appreciate, honestly, anything that you do. Even if you go up and put a wreath on her door, even if she doesn't like it, she'll really appreciate the gesture, and maybe it's just a little wave from afar. Even that will go a long way.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think like another really great idea, especially in these times, is doing grocery shopping for them. Like,
yes, absolutely.
Call them up, ask them what they need, or just go get some groceries, like get some fruits and veg, get some fresh produce for them. And I think because now grocery shopping is such a huge ordeal where you have to like suit up, you have to put your mask, you have to put your gloves on, and then you line up for hours at the grocery store, and then you go in and it's such a stressful experience that if you go and get them some groceries and save them that trip, and also like say hi along the way, like that goes a long way, especially in the situation that we're in.
Absolutely. Yeah, groceries are a really, really good one right now.
Mm-hmm. The other one is like the old familiar flowers. Like flowers are still being delivered. I put my orders in already to get some flowers delivered, so I really hope neither of my moms listen to this. Yeah.
That's so nice.
So yeah, if you can, like a lot of the flower shops are doing delivery, but if you call them instead of order off their website, like on their website, they usually have to give like a certain percent to the, I don't know, flower operator, like for example, Teleflora or Bloomex or something like that. So if you just call them directly, they get all that money, and like the flower stores need it a lot more at this time. And yeah, or like order them a meal. Like delivery food is still happening, or food delivery is still happening. So this is such an ideal time for like the deliveries because everything is literally being delivered now.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of options.
That's great. What kind of flowers do you usually get for moms?
So I usually get like sunflowers. Like both of my moms usually, I think they like really bright colors. So like sunflowers, Gerber daisies. You know what? Like I know that carnations are supposed to be like the Mother's Day flower. I don't like them.
Carnations are supposed to be Mother's Day flowers?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, that's the, like, every Mother's Day, you see, like, the people on the side of the street selling carnations.
I didn't know that. I usually my go-to for Mother's Day is tulips.
Oh, that's a good one, too.
They're kind of in season right
Yeah.
now. You can get them in all different colors. Yellow is probably her favorite. It's kind of like the classic color, but there's so many beautiful, like, oranges and pinks and purples. Can definitely brighten up a day. There's so many tulips out there on sale right now because, we're just not getting a chance to enjoy them. So flowers for sure is a morale boost, and it just looks so pretty in the house having fresh flowers.
Yeah, for sure. Something I'll probably do with my mom is do like a video chat with like my brother and my dad and everyone. And I'll probably do like a, I don't know, quote unquote game where it's like ask your mom questions. I think I like doing that from time to time. It's like, what was your favorite childhood memory? Or what was your first date like? Or,
Ooh, you asked your mom what her first date was like?
Yeah. You ask these, they don't tell you usually. They get all like uncomfortable and like, no, I don't want to talk about that. But it's just fun to like kind of spark a conversation. And I don't know, like I don't usually talk to my mom, especially Asian moms. Like you don't talk to them about things like, what do you like? What's your favorite flower? What's your, I don't know, favorite movie? Like you don't know those things, right? So yeah, I think that will be a fun game that we'll do.
That's actually, you guys do a lot of that stuff. So for my family, we have a WhatsApp group chat. I probably call my mom once a week, and then I go see her once a week. And that's pretty much it. So we don't do any video chats or anything like that. It's really like, I hear, because you do it pretty often with your family. I feel like that's something that you guys really like.
But we only started doing it because of like COVID. We've never done it before, but it actually works out really well. Yeah, like you kind of see their faces, and it makes a big difference compared to just calling them.
Yeah, that's true. So we have some great ideas. I think, to each their own. You know your mom, you're the best. All of these are just ideas, and hopefully it'll inspire something that you can think of and customize it to make it really, really special for your mom. And your mom, obviously, it could be a mother figure, it could be your sister, whoever raised you, your aunt, your grandma, whoever it is that, help raise you, important people and important, like, women in your life. Hopefully you'll get a chance to celebrate with them virtually and show them that you care. Remember, Mother's Day is coming up. So hopefully you'll get some ideas from us.
Yeah, and if you guys do any of the ideas that we've suggested, like a picnic perhaps, a virtual picnic, I would love to see them. So send us a picture of it or tell us how it went. Would love to know if it actually worked out. And obviously I'm sure your mom will love it, but tell us if she didn't.
All right. Thanks for tuning in.
Cheers, guys.
Thanks for listening to the Let's Talk Basic podcast. For more exclusive content, make sure to follow us on Instagram at Let's Talk Basic.